Hello and welcome to NewFilmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny DeLillo and we're here at the South Park Center. I'm here with Sansan with her movie In Circles, or as I say in the Philippines,
Palibot-libot.
Let's take a look at the clip.
Bakit?
Kuya!
Tanga!
Kuya, nanakawan ata ako!
Ha?
Kuya, tulungan mo ako, please! Ayun siya, ayun naka-item!
Sansan, thank you so much for being here. You are super talented because I've heard all the story about how you made this film and I can't believe it. But for those that haven't seen your film, tell us a brief synopsis.
So it's basically about a money trail that goes through a change of hands in the criminal underbelly of Metro Manila. So it goes through, we meet a couple of characters as the money trail goes through the change of hands. We meet two pickpockets, a low-level government official, a crime boss, and the low-level government officials, ex-girlfriend. They kind of have their own thing where they can't quite be together.
Yeah.
And she has a sick child, so there's all of that going on.
Yeah.
So we get to know a little bit of each person's life as the money trail goes through their hands.
It's a great story, like it's quite amazing. Where did the inspiration come for you in making this project?
Well, it came to me because I'm very fascinated with how people's lives get intertwined and like how everyone is connected somehow.
Yeah.
And the more you're in LA, the more you realize, oh, everyone's connected.
Yeah.
The circle gets really small.
It's true.
And so I would, a money trail came to me. Like, I was like, what if we use money as a tool to start a narrative?
Yeah.
And what if it's the protagonist instead of the people being protagonists?
Yeah.
Because I feel like in the Philippines, it's such a cash-based society.
Yeah.
That you kind of, that people, it's a cash-based society and people attach meaning to it so much.
Yeah.
But like money doesn't mean anything really.
Yeah.
It's what people attach, like people attach meaning to money.
Yeah.
And so I was investigating kind of like, what would it be like if we just follow a money trail?
It's so true. It is. It's just the effects that money gives us. It's not actually the actual money itself. I love that.
Yeah, money doesn't care.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's true. And you made this as your AFI, which is amazing.
It was my entry into AFI.
I can't believe
one
that.
of two films that I shot back to back to get into AFI.
I can't believe that, and I love that you shot this film in the Philippines. What was that experience like?
I've actually never shot in Metro Manila.
Oh, really?
Because I'm from the South. I'm from Cebu.
Okay.
So I'm not that good actually. I'm not good in Tagalog. I'm more comfortable in English.
Okay.
Because I'm from the South.
From the South.
And people from Cebu, we kind of refuse to speak Tagalog.
Oh, really?
Because we think more people, and it's true, more people actually speak Cebuano or Bisaya than Tagalog, but it's the national language. So there's like some beef there. And so
okay.
when you go to Cebu, usually there's a lot of people who speak English.
So what was there beef going on making this film? Was
I
it
know,
all
I'm
that?
fine. I went to college in Manila, but I had to get a translator on board. Like someone helped me
gotcha.
translate the dialogue.
Yeah.
Because I can tell when something's not authentic, and I'm very big on authenticity.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted it to be in Tagalog, and I wanted to capture the live market, the authenticity of like the environment, the setting.
Yeah.
And I really like putting my actors into an environment that's as close to real as possible.
Oh,
even
I mean,
though
was
it's
it
still
real?
a
Is it?
film.
I mean, it was a real marketplace.
Yeah, it was.
And
we couldn't shut it down.
Was there any challenges
Wow.
making it, or was it easy?
What?
No, I'm kidding.
After I've been through AFI, things seem very easy. It was challenging, but I don't know. I'm always up for the challenge. Like, I think it's my producing. I used to be a producer before becoming a director, so I always like solving problems, and it's
Yeah.
always, I don't really, like, if there's a problem, I find a solution and I keep going.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a go-getter like that. So,
Yeah.
you know, we couldn't shut down the market. We didn't
Yeah.
have the budget. We had the permit, so we would just keep shooting. And then my first AD would just call it out, and then we'd just wait for people to go by and keep staring.
Yeah.
Because one of the actresses is on TV.
Yeah.
One of them was actually on TV. And my cinematographer is white. So they're all also staring. I think he's like some Jesus Christ or something, because he has like long hair. And then,
yeah.
So everyone's just staring, so we have to just keep letting them go by.
Yeah.
And it was still 3 a.m. There were still people shopping.
But you shot this in one day in that marketplace,
Yes.
right? One day. I still can't get my head around that.
I think the
it's
biggest
fascinating.
challenge is just because me and the cinematographer and the producer are so used to shooting in LA. Mm-hmm. I'm very comfortable shooting in LA.
Yeah.
You know, but Philippines is it has its own politics, its own it's its own thing. So
Yeah.
you have to kind of navigate how they do things.
Yeah.
So.
And you also had a local cast as well, didn't you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
had some of my friends were in it because I used to be part of Tanghalang Ateneo, which is a professional theater group in Ateneo de Manila University.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of the alumni from that organization joined me and helped me with this film.
Oh wow, that's a nice experience.
So
to
it
have
was
some of your
kind of
friends
like
as well.
also hanging out with my friends.
Yeah. No, exactly.
And what I love about them is because I know they're of a certain caliber in terms of acting. So I don't, it makes directing easy.
Yeah. No, it is. What was fascinating to me is I thought this has got like a kind of a feature as to it, or maybe it's longer. Is that something you could look at?
Some people are saying TV show.
Yeah.
A bunch of people have tried to convince me to do a TV show
Yeah.
or a feature because they want to. A lot of the common feedback is they want to know more. They always say oh,
That's how I
I
felt.
really get to know all these people
Yeah.
even though it's just glimpses of people's lives, because that's also what fascinates me. When I was writing it, I was like, I really find it interesting that at a certain moment in time when you meet a stranger, you only get
Yeah.
glimpse
Yeah.
of who that person is
Yeah.
at that moment.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where they came from, what's happening in their lives, and you just see that sliver
That's
of
right.
them in that moment, and you know so much.
Yeah.
So I was kind of trying to capture that as we went through
Yeah.
their lives.
Well, that's why it was that little glimpses that you showed us. You did kind of leave me wanting more. It was very much like that. Now, obviously, you shot in this marketplace, and I love the whole orchestration of just how they just change hands.
It's just
and it
so
was
vibrant,
so vibrant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You kind of really wanted to kind of show that kind of fast-paced, moving
Yeah,
experience.
and when I talked to my cinematographer, I really told him you just catch as much as you can. I don't want the camera to affect the acting.
Yeah.
It was more of a hands-off camera.
Yeah.
And I had we had a powwow before it. We talked about our references and we prepped for it. But when we got there, we had to improvise.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I love that you made that film as well. And
Thank
it
you.
was a lot of improvisation going along with it, which is fantastic. Because sometimes when you are open to improvising, you can
There's so much
uncover
magic when the
magic,
actors are there.
Isn't it?
You know,
amazing. No, but that's nice that as a director, you give them the freedom to do that, and then the magic happens. It's fantastic. What's it like then after making that film back home and then bringing it to NewFilmmakers LA, having it in front of an audience? What is that experience like for you?
It was actually exciting because I've been so busy at AFI that we sending to festivals is such a full-time job that
It's a lot
we
of
were like,
work.
oh, if we got in one, okay, let's go. And it's summer, it's the right time, and I was just excited to see it in a bigger audience because it's interesting when you're in school, right? They teach you all these things and all these theories, and you kind of want to see how things are applied. But then this was me before AFI.
Yeah.
So I was kind of nervous because I didn't get into the program yet, and I was operating on a lot of it was instinct at that time, and it's so interesting when you see it and how people react.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you also see the things that you could improve on.
Oh, but
it was still it was weird. It was exciting, but because me, I'm always dissecting my films because I want to always get better at it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm never always that happy. Like I was glad it like came to fruition.
Yeah.
But whenever I look at a film, I always pull it apart and try to figure out why this worked, why that didn't work. So it was very interesting to see it in an audience.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one of the greatnesses about being an artist, isn't it? Is that, you know, you always kind of see elements. I think you're always going to see elements of like, oh, I could do this, I could change this. But I mean, well done, because you obviously got into a fantastic school and then it's going out to film festivals. So, hey, you know, you've done a fantastic job. What is next for you?
My thesis is next for me. It's gonna be, I'm shooting it in April, and my character is a gay Muslim Filipino who dreams of becoming a drag queen. And he's illegally in the United States because he ran away from home because he was kind of banished. He was banished by his father. And because there's a Muslim community in the Philippines, in the South, there's actually a Muslim-Christian war going on. So it's loosely inspired by a friend who had to leave the Philippines because his family couldn't accept that he was gay when he came out.
Yeah.
So I kind of loosely was inspired by that. And then I find drag queens very fascinating.
Yeah.
And so that's my character right now. It's in development. I'm writing it.
Fantastic.
So that's my next year. And I'm also developing a feature.
Oh my goodness, amazing.
While I'm at AFI, because we have workshops as well.
It's just non-stop, is it, for you over there?
Yeah, we have no break.
Well, I mean, I feel like, I honestly feel like when I talk to you, I feel like you've done like 30 films. Like, it just feels like that, you know? It's so wonderful to, you know, I really get that aura from you. But what have you learned so far in your career that maybe you could share with other aspiring filmmakers out there, that maybe something you go by or inspired by?
Don't lose, I think the biggest thing is don't lose hope, because there's so many rejections. Rejections come all the time. Don't lose hope. There's like, this is what I learned, especially when I got into AFI. Like, there's 27 of us filmmakers, of us directors, and each one of us has a voice. Like each one of us has a voice. Like, you are the only person who can tell your story. And also never give up. You should just keep going.
Well, you tell us all. If you can make a film in a day, I mean, geez, that's enough said. But no, listen, thank you for your film. I'm really inspired by your story.
Oh, and always listen to your voice.
Yeah.
Like, stay authentic to yourself.
That's a very important thing. Stay authentic to yourself. You heard it here. Very inspired by your stories. So thank you for sharing it with us, and congratulations on your film. I want to see your next film. Please submit it to us again, please. And we look forward to following you on your journey. So thank you very much.
And thank you so much, New Filmmakers, for giving my story and my film a chance.
Oh,
I'm very grateful. I
well
really
deserved.
appreciate it.
Well, we can't do it without you, so there we go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everybody.